Hello and welcome back to another video. My name is Gordon Frayne and today we are diving into a price prediction video for Chainlink. As always, before we jump into today's topic, make sure to smash the thumbs up button below if you enjoy the content. Hit that subscribe button as well. We're on the road to our first 1,000 subscribers. It would mean the world if you subscribed, and hit that bell notification icon so you can get notified every time we drop a new video. We are dropping multiple videos every single week, and you're going to want to get notified to stay up to date on all the latest moves in the crypto space. So, jumping into a price prediction for Chainlink. As always, when we do price predictions on this channel, we're going to do a quick overview about Chainlink through the lens of these 5 different pillars before making our price prediction in the second half of the video. So make sure you stick around until the end. We're going to firstly look at fundamentals, then some of the narratives, a little bit of technical analysis, a little bit about their team, and then the tokenomics before we make our price prediction. So let's dive in. What is Chainlink at a fundamental level? Well, Chainlink is a layer 1 blockchain that is connecting the world to blockchains and very much lies at this intersection of cross-chain compatibility and interoperability by aiming to connect all of the largest blockchains in the world. And a big area that Chainlink are focusing on is this notion or the concept of oracles. And in layman's terms, oracles are basically a way to try and connect off-chain data or real-world data and bring it on-chain so that blockchains can receive and understand data from the real world and real-world events and things that are happening in real time in the real world, and bring that on-chain so that there can be a whole host of different products and services and productized services built out based on oracles and real-world data that is being fed into these blockchains. So that is the area that Chainlink really tries to focus on from a fundamental level. This is kind of breaking down the Chainlink data streams for off-chain and on-chain, just like we were mentioning. So, having data providers where you can source reliable information and data and then bringing that on-chain in a cryptographically verifiable way with smart contracts, decentralized applications, etc. So that is kind of the fundamental level where Chainlink lies. When we think about the different narratives that Chainlink appeases to, it's kind of interoperability, as we mentioned, DeFi, gaming, NFTs, enterprise, and real-world assets are probably 2 of the biggest areas, because when we think about oracles and bringing real-world information onto the blockchain, that is exactly at the intersection of real-world assets and bringing real-world assets on-chain and the tokenization of real-world assets on the blockchain. So, we've done other videos about real-world assets on the channel that you can check out, but real-world assets like property or art and tokenizing those assets on the blockchain, that is exactly what Chainlink is seeking to do by creating verifiable transactions for those real-world assets on the blockchain. So again, this is more of a technical breakdown of how Chainlink is doing that when it comes to, the different players or the different stakeholders that are part of the entire ecosystem with web, fintech, and the enterprise stack, thinking about the Chainlink abstraction layer and then connecting all of these different blockchain networks and applications to the real-world data that is being processed by the Chainlink abstraction layer. Again, what we were mentioning about tokenization of real-world assets, this is another graphic taken from the Chainlink website where they are explaining how bonds, commodities, currencies, and real estate can be custodied by financial institutions, tokenized on the blockchain, and then those real-world assets can be tradable across DeFi platforms, decentralized finance platforms, for deeper liquidity, faster settlement, and access to new markets. So I think we're really at the very early stages of real-world asset tokenization. even in the past week or two, we've seen BlackRock file for tokenization, a tokenization fund on Ethereum, which is really going to be birthing the real-world asset tokenization movement over the next few years. The market for real-world asset tokenization is set to hit about 10 trillion by the year 2030, and we are at the very early stages of that. Moving into technical analysis for Chainlink, what we can see here over the past few years is Chainlink hit all-time highs of around $53 at the peak of the last bull cycle towards the end of 2021. We saw a big retracement throughout the course of 2022, as was the case with most the rest of the market. Then we did see this kind of period of consolidation through the second half of 2022 and 2023 before it really completely bottomed out around the $5 mark towards the end of 2023, beginning of 2024. And since that bottoming out at $5, we have seen Chainlink increase in price by about 280% since it bottomed out at $5. We're currently sitting at about $19, just over 19 US dollars. So we are up over 279% in the past few months, really, since the second half of 2023. So a lot of positive price movement over the past few months, in line with the rest of the market, but it has definitely seen better returns than a lot of other coins in that period of time, up over 279%. Looking at their team very briefly, we're not going to dwell on this too much because Chainlink is very much an established blue chip cryptocurrency, but they do have a very strong team as well as a very strong group of advisors. They've got people like Eric Schmidt, former CEO of Google, on their advisory board. So a very technical and very talented team behind the Chainlink blockchain, and they are serving to try and solve a real world problem here by bringing as much real world data on chain as possible. Again, they've got a very heavy community base all around the world. On their website, they highlight a number of these different communities, very active in Asia, so South Korea, China, and a lot of the Asian markets, India, Spain, Portugal, Turkey as well, but a lot of community around the Chainlink project. So as we said, looking into the tokenomics, the current price of Chainlink is about $19.29. When it hit that all-time high above $50 at the end of 2021, Chainlink did achieve a total market cap of around 21 billion US dollars. At the current time here on March 28th, 2024, the circulating supply for Chainlink is about 587 million Link tokens. So all this information is important when we think about the tokenomics of Chainlink, because when we look at the historical snapshot of when Chainlink did put in that previous all-time high at the peak of the last bull cycle, Chainlink was sitting around number 11 in terms of overall crypto market cap. It did hit that 21 billion overall market cap, as we said, but there was only about 419 million Link tokens in circulation on May 9th, 2021, when it was putting in those all-time highs. As we can see, the circulating supply has grown from 419 million in May 2021 to about 587 million as of today, end of March 2024. So that is a 40% increase in the amount of tokens in circulation since its previous all-time high. And again, this is important because that means the price has to do so much extra work in order to hit those previous all-time highs, because there are 40% more tokens in circulation this time around. So what we're estimating is that there will be about 595 million Link tokens in circulation by middle to end of 2025, when we estimate the height of the next bull cycle to take place. Finally, the last thing we're going to look at in terms of tokenomics before jumping into the price prediction is the market dominance of Chainlink. And again, this is Chainlink's dominance versus the rest of the entire crypto market. And its all-time high in terms of market dominance was hitting in here at about 1.85%. And interestingly, that did take place a number of months before it put in its actual market cap and price all-time high in May of 2021. So when it did hit the market cap of 21 billion and the price above $50 per Link token, Link was sitting at a market cap at a market dominance just under 1% at 0.95%. And as of today, end of March 2024, we are sitting at a 0.45% dominance. But in the recent few weeks, it was even up as high as 0.7% dominance. So again, the dominance is something that we're going to use in our price prediction equation. So it is important to think about this and think about how much market dominance Link can achieve at the height of this current bull cycle. So zooming out, we're going to jump into the price prediction now. As always, we're going to be giving you a bear case, base case, and bull case scenario. And we do have to make some assumptions here because there are a number of variables that we have to plug into this equation. So we do have to make some assumptions, and we're trying to make educated assumptions and educated guesses based on all the data and information that we have on hand. So the first assumption that we're making here with the bear case scenario is that the total crypto market cap can reach a peak of around $4 trillion US. Then what we're saying is that Link can achieve a 0.8% dominance in terms of overall dominance versus the rest of the market. That would give us a 32 billion overall market cap for Chainlink, and then dividing that by the 595 million Link that we estimate to be in circulation by that time gives us a price target of about $53.78. So interestingly, even though we've got a higher market cap than its previous all-time high, we're still only hitting around the same price as the all-time high because there's a lot more tokens in circulation. However, that is still a 2.78x from today's prices. So moving on to our base case scenario, what we're saying is that the total crypto market cap could reach a peak of around $6 trillion US. Thinking about Link getting to a 1% dominance, which is definitely very achievable, given that we were very close to 0.7 dominance before. It has already achieved close to 1% dominance at its last all-time high and has had market dominance in excess of 1.8% in the past. So a 1% dominance is very achievable. That would give Link a total market cap of around $60 billion US, and then dividing 60 billion by 595 million Link tokens gives us a target base price for Link at around $100.84, which is a 5.2x from today's prices. Finally, moving on to our bull case scenario, and what we're saying here is that the total crypto market cap could reach a peak of around $8 trillion US. Thinking about Link achieving a 1.25% dominance, again, which is definitely achievable given where it has been before in terms of market dominance, that would give Link a $100 billion US market cap, and then dividing that 100 billion by the 595 million Link in circulation by middle of 2025 gives us a $168.07 price target for Chainlink in our bull case scenario. So that is an 8.69x from today's prices. Still lots of room for Link to move upwards in this bull market. The base case is very achievable given a similar dominance to the last time around, and a $6 trillion overall market cap. We're almost halfway to $6 trillion at the moment, sitting at about 2.6, 2.7 trillion overall market cap. So this is very, very achievable. Bull case getting more towards the 150, 170 mark. Let us know in the comments below, where do you think Chainlink is going in terms of a price prediction for the height of this bull cycle? Are you holding Chainlink yourself? Are you a Chainlink investor? Are you bullish? Are you bearish? Where do you think the price is going? Let us know in the comments below. As always, make sure to hit that subscribe button below. We're on the road to our first 1,000 subscribers. It would mean the world if you did. Hit that thumbs up button on the way out if you enjoyed the content. Smash the bell notification icon, and as always, we will catch you in the next one.